Hello guys, here's Phalanges doing another gameplay critique. This one's for DestroyerSTE. He's in meh. So yeah, Destroyer and I have been playing for a while, and I already know what I'm going to say in this video, and it's already going to be probably a lot of not capitalizing on. Destroyer's a very defensive player, and he thinks a lot, but I think that's also, he thinks too much sometimes about decisions, and there needs to be more action. And, also capitalizing on situations instead of kind of waiting for them, instead of waiting for situations to unfold, capitalizing on them. So we'll see if that holds up to be true. I just got done with Elven King's gameplay critique, which you guys can search for on my channel if you search for the keyword critique. I kind of roasted the shit out of Elven Kings. It's pretty brutal. Like, it's up there in brutality with, like, Outboard 6's critique. So I want to avoid that because I know positive encouragement is better than negative, so we'll try. We'll see what I can do. This is also great. He's playing, if you guys don't know, he plays the 21:9 ultra wide. So this, I gotta say, is really nice for this is like really nice for Discord overlay and stuff, because I just have to use a second monitor for that in your ping chart. Yeah, it looks good. So it looks like he's doing Dune C using DH17. I don't know. He's holding a pistol, though. Iron Grenade, Shield, Cycler, and Survivalist. Okay, Drop Zone. This is a Pug. Looks like he's playing with Outboard, Exile, Saucy Cheeky, Destroyer, Potato Max, and me. So first of all, noticing your field of view is pretty damn wide. Okay, so you grab the charge first, and... Okay, so I don't know why you capped the pod from that angle. If you guys watch... Okay, where do they spawn, everyone? Big Cargo. Where does he expose himself to? Big Cargo. All they have to do is shoot you, and, like, you would have stopped the pod cap. I don't know why you weren't back here or over here or anything. I don't know why you chose to go on this side of the pod. Yeah. Okay. This is good that you're repositioning, going back to cover. Right now, just... Oops.
One's doing side.
Yeah, right now, just think of how you want to position yourself. So this is okay right now. Just know, look at how you're positioning yourself. As soon as this guy can see you, as soon as you can see him, he can see you. A smarter move, if you're going to play with this ridiculous field of view, is stand fully behind this thing and pull your mouse cursor down so that you're tilt peeking upward. Or tilt peeking downward. Yeah, because whenever you want to get into a blaster fight, it should be in your advantage. That usually means being the one to get the shot off first. And right there, it's instead going down to your 28-year-old reaction time or some other kid's reaction time. So again, right here, this field of... Man, this is tough. Holy shit.
There's like
Good kill. That was good. As you guys saw here, he didn't overly think this kill. A lot of people are like, "Oh shit, he's jetpacking," and they'll do all this crazy shit. They'll jump off of this catwalk here and go after him. Destroyer's just like, "Nah, dude, I'll stay behind this thing, and I'll stay behind this thing, and I'll take him out." And look at that, I'm still in my position. I'm still covering under ship. Another thing that I'm like what I'm seeing here is you're not just rushing in to get the recap. We don't need a recap ASAP. And by you watching under ship, like, look at that. You killed that guy. That guy potentially could have gotten back here by sail barge and caused a lot of trouble later on. So this is good. Good job moving up. This is also another thing that I like to see is when there's action unfolding over here, and you have two teammates back here, but you have this crossfire angle, a lot of people are like, no, my position is watching under ship. I'm going to sit my ass under ship and not do anything at all. Well, the action's going on over here. This is good. I really like it. You came over here. You're supporting your teammates with some crossfire. See if you can get a hit. But that's okay. That's okay. Like, that's okay. And good, you backed off. You backed off and you maintained position. I really like this positioning. Again, you saw a red blip there. Just be careful. Another little tip that... Here's an interesting thing. So Destroyer plays Airsoft, and I've played a bit of Airsoft too. Destroyer's like a boss at it, though. Here's a tip for your Destroyer. Think of this as like you're wearing a ghillie suit. moving makes you harder to hit. Yeah, if you're sprinting around, you are harder to hit, just like in this video game. But if you're moving, you're easier to be seen. So a smarter move here, instead of doing this wiggle back and forth, just crouch behind this white box here and tilt peek. And that way, when they go in, you just calmly stand up, walk over to the edge, and boom, boom, DL44 kill.
Another one going DNC side.
Good call out, good call out. Good job. This is some really solid defense and really solid. You're playing this pretty much flawlessly right now. I would stay. I mean, this is nitpicking, but if you really want to, you could stay behind this solid piece a little bit more. But honestly, you're fine. What's important is just that you're watching.
No, I missed.
Damn.
I'm sorry, Exile.
Back a ship.
Good call out. Good call out. You guys saw how fluid that call out was and that kill was. Again, this is fantastic defense that I'm seeing here. You're maintaining position. I mean, it would have been like, I didn't catch it either, but it would have been better to be watching radar and see this guy before he started shooting at your team. But hey, I didn't see it either. You're fine. But as you guys saw here, he's not. He does the grenade in case that guy was rolling right here. And look at this. He maintains position. You do come out of cover a little bit here, but honestly, you're okay because you still have cover next to you. And yeah, that was just good. Good playing. Well, no, I guess you're fine. You're fine there.
One of them is there.
There's like 2 or 3 of them down there.
Also, for those of you guys who say that the colors are different, he is using one of the colorblind settings. I know a couple of people find that this has higher contrast for them, because red will appear as a darker color. This is something that I've considered doing. I just need to get in the habit of it. But yeah, I can definitely see, you know, a little blip of yellow shows up a little bit better than a blip of red, especially on kind of reddish maps like this. So good look. Okay, that's okay. You just say that you went down and that you lost back a ship. Unfortunately, you had some really baller positioning there.
Crap, I misrolled. I was about to cap that.
Okay, good kill. Just one tip there. You didn't do this. You didn't do anything wrong, but just one tip there. A lot of people get focused. They're like, "Ooh boy, low health guy," and they'll neglect like other people that could potentially be dangerous. You were fine. You were in the clear because this guy popped shield and other teammates are around. But right now, I'd be using this as an opportunity to move forward. Kind of look at where your team is and look at where you are. You're engaging this guy long range with the DL44. He's pinned down. He's low health. He's trying to regenerate. Use that as time to, you know, go flank. Use that as time to, if you're really dead set on killing this guy, use this as time to get closer. You're using a DL44. It's in your best interest to get closer.
Servers. 2 servers.
Yeah, there's like 3 servers actually.
No, you're really high sensitivity.
I got 2.
Right here, I also can tell that you are probably playing at too high of a sensitivity. I know that sensitivity has been something that you're been playing around with, but what happens here is
like 3 servers actually.
First of all, that turnaround that quickly that you did a 180, that shows that you're playing at a high sensitivity. Playing at a high sensitivity is not a bad thing. Playing at a sensitivity that's not right for you is bad, and I can tell it's not right for you because here. After you get the first hit on this guy, you do too much keyboard aiming and not enough mouse aiming, and that leads you to miss some shots. Yeah, right here. Hit. And yeah, it was the transition between the 2 enemies. When you did the transition after he rolled. You walked with it instead of, yeah. Okay. I don't know. You know, honestly, maybe I'm nitpicking a bit. That might actually be okay.
I think they're coming from big cargoes.
Yeah, I like this positioning.
I've got the
good roll to get away. Just be mindful of this proc spawn in case somebody iron blades you. Good callouts too.
Got it.
Good kill. Good kill. You guys see that he gets the kill, he realizes his left side is exposed, so he immediately goes right, and he's going to defend the pod.
200 ship in
That
the
was a
front.
tough one. Personally, what I would have done here is I would have popped shield and rolled towards pod as soon as that first hit got on me. Like, as soon as this hit happens here, I would roll onto pod because you already have this guy lit, so he's one melee hit from dying, and you know that you're getting hit from the close side here. You know that you're not being hit from far away, so you know that you're going to go down.
200 ship in the front.
Yeah, I would have just rolled in. It may have not done a whole lot for you, but
One was down.
They have
Yeah.
dots and stuff like that. Capped.
okay. Good pushing, good
One
pushing.
servers.
You guys see how he's like running straight and he's very confident that there aren't enemies there? That's because he has good map awareness and his teammates are positioning themselves
Sail
well.
barge. I'll take him.
Okay, one little tip there. When doing this, you guys had
Sail
seen,
barge. I'll
so
take him.
you have like the best anti-shield hand. You have Iron Grenade and Cycler. Okay. Understand that mailing is also another dynamic, obviously. And right here, when he goes in, ideally you would have gotten one DL44 hit on him, and then you would have been confident to be able to do one more melee hit. But because right here, because you do the Iron Grenade, that forces you to back up, and he still maintains cover behind pod. Probably the best option would have just been cycling him point blank. Yeah, it's potential that you could have missed your cycler, but he would have gotten the pod either way. So I don't know. I guess just right there. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. The grenade wasn't the right choice. Is all I'm saying. I'm saying that there was 3 ways that you could have handled taking down a shield capper, melee, Iron Grenade, or cycler, and you choose Iron Grenade in that situation. That was probably the worst one. I know it's like most of the
I
time
think
it's the
he's
best
still
one, but
careful like side.
I know.
Yeah, on the ship. There's 2 on the ship right now.
Okay, I would have Iron. Okay,
Yeah, there's 2.
so whoops. I would have Iron Grenaded
On the ship.
right after you kill
There's
this
2 on the
guy.
ship right now.
I would have Iron Grenaded this corner right here, and that way if you get a hit marker, that means that that guy is hit. That means he can't get a partner spawn.
Yeah, there's 2.
One on top of servers. Nope, never mind. That's our guy.
Oh, okay. Chris next to.
Yeah, they're gonna have to come off of sail barge to cap it though. So
Another one running on ship. Or, sorry, pod.
Alright, stay near pod. One's capping.
Okay, good. You got a hit marker. Move. Good. That's what I like to see. See, even though you're not killing him or anything, you pressured him. That was like to have a death. That was fine
One's near.
because you weren't on the pod, so it wasn't vital if you went down.
Server.
And you'd gotten the hit marker, which means you want to push him before he gets the partner spawn. He had positioned himself well. That was fine. Like, the deaths happen. Yes, you could have avoided that. Would it have been advantageous to avoid it? Yeah. Would it have been a big deal to avoid it? No, not really. As you guys can see here on Dune C, he just gets a respawn on the other side of the pod. Pretty much how Dune C is. Okay.
Nutcracker's still under servers. Careful.
By the way, this kill with the DL44, something that I do like about this, so I could criticize this for being a little bit too confident, but as you guys can see, he gets the one hit, and he just knows this guy has nowhere to go. He's going to stay in this line of sight, so Destroyer just pressures that.
Nutcracker's still under servers. Careful.
Yeah, it's pretty straightforward. So right now, yep, good positioning, good watch. Iron Grenade was a little bit late there. I would have been like, that's like the first thing, your first reaction before you even look around. But still, right idea. If you can though, the Iron Grenade, it would have been better to get it on the ground rather than on the pod.
We're at corner back.
I'm not sure.
Right now, I would try to position yourself so that you're watching. Okay,
So
actually, no, this is okay. You are watching more than one angle. Originally, when you were behind that, you were only watching under ship, and now you're kind of watching both sides.
Tail end of ship.
This roll is a little risky because they might be coming from right here. I don't know if you'll get hit. I guess you're fine.
No, I missed. I'm so sorry.
One under ship.
Oh. Whoa.
Service.
What?
Got that card.
I just got two shot by the DL-18.
So good job kind of bobbing and weaving.
Okay. I need to
This was a good reset. It wasn't crucial at this time. You guys, we were at about 2/3, so it was a good time to cap, I guess. But if you guys saw, he kind of does a look around here.
two shot by the DL-18.
He does a look right here, so he knows that there's a guy left, and he's like, "Fuck that." And then he knows that there's a guy middle here, so he's like, "Okay, I know exactly where all the enemies are around me. This guy's not going to be able to kill me because I'm going to sit behind pod. This guy's not going to be able to kill me because the teammate's dealing with him right now."
Yeah, okay. I need to swim.
Holy crap. I'm hit. Tail end the ship. Ship back in.
Okay, one thing that I may have done differently here, not a big deal here, but I probably would have considered going left here based on just your spawn. You spawn right here. I would have considered going under ship because you currently have 2 people on this pod and you don't have control of this one. It's easier to defend. I don't know, I would have just gone over here. Again, not a huge deal. How you play this is really kind of up to you. Like, this doesn't need a reset immediately. I'm just saying there's more enemies over here likely, and this pod will need less help as of right now.
Tail end the ship. Ship back in again. Or behind servers.
Alright, stay near.
Oh, by the way, that midair tracking, this right
Tail end
here,
the ship. Ship.
that tracking, so you guys saw, he only landed, like, his reticle was only on the shield guy for, like, 2 of those 3 shots. But the fact that he actually is comfortable tracking an enemy like that does show that he's experienced. The tracking wasn't perfect. Like, honestly, it could be better. But it's a simple fact that, like, this is what happens when you get a centimeter 360 measured and you're like, okay, this is where I want to start. And you start at doing shots like this, like what you guys just saw here. And you practice and you practice and you tweak and you raise and you lower your sensitivity until you get it at where you want, and then you'd be able to track that much more easily.
Again, or behind servers.
Alright, stay near Opal.
Good shot, good shot. I also liked here too how you didn't like sprint right in. A lot of people, you know, if they had a jetpack, they like jetpack at them and stuff. I like how this is a little bit. This is how Battlefront's kind of supposed to be played. It's a defensive game. It's a third-person game. It's defensive. You know, when you get that cycler kill on him, you're not coming way off the pod to go kill him. I did like that. That was pretty. Lol.
Crap.
That was kind of funny. Yeah, I guess. I did hear the voice yell. Yeah, and you saw your teammate shooting up, so that was good.
Crap.
Can somebody get a reset on? Sweet.
Yeah, I'm going.
So now you're waiting around for the cards. That's fine. Right there. Don't be afraid to take your time with cycler shots. A lot of people, like, a lot of my deaths from, like, Exile and Snake in particular will be cyclers, but it'll be a cycler shot where it's like, I'm going close range with them, and they'll either land it or they'll miss. And they're like, they have like a 50-50 shot of landing it. And if they don't land it, though, it's basically a guaranteed death. But if they do land it, it's like a guaranteed kill. Now, rolling the dice 50-50, that's going to be up to you. Personally, I don't think that's worth it. In a PUG, it works out because on like Dune Sea, you're not penalized for jack shit because of the spawns and because of the map size and because of jetpacks. But say in a public game where you're stomping the shit out of the lobby, a mistake like that could be, you know, dropping you down from level 3 bodyguard or level 3 trait, or, you know, losing positioning or something.
No, man.
So one thing that I would have done here
Commander ship.
is I understand that you were trying to, like, you're, I'm sorry, you were trying to defend the cookies
Yeah,
here.
I'm going for it.
So after you do this shot, you had the right idea right here of throwing the ion grenade. Don't roll, though. When you threw the ion grenade, bunch up right smack dab against the pod and let him make the move. With the DL-44, it is really, really easy to land shots in the first, like, 1 to 4 shots. After that, it has a lot of spread and it has a lot of recoil. So in that kind of scenario, kind of let him make the first move and then capitalize on that instead of you being the first one to move, which you did a roll, which made you fire, a few too many shots, I think.
There's one at ult pod coming under.
Just I guess a good tip in that situation is remember, he's trying to come to you. He's trying to get to the cookies. He's running shotgun. He has 3 reasons to get close to you on that pod. All you have to do is either, if you decide it's not worth dying and you want him to get a cookie, back way up, and he won't damage you at all with the shotgun, and you'll kill him. He'll probably get a cookie, but you'll kill him. Or get right up against the pod and just click, kill him. Really, really fast. Letting him kind of be the first one to make the mistake. I did like the iron grenading the squad shield, though. That was a unique little thing. Yeah.
I can cover whoever goes in.
Whoever was your partner there who just went down, that was... They overheated their blaster trying to kill somebody who was standing still. Like, dude, tone down, stop shooting your blaster, and just let your spread reset. So right here, I wouldn't be going close for me. I mean, it works out, but I personally wouldn't be going close. I would have just backed up. I would have just ignored him. Maybe come back to right here, and then as he comes down and over, you just shoot him.
Under ship, coming out back of ship, and
just remember, shotgun people, they either have to play very aggressively or very defensively. And right there, you were on the defense, so that puts him on the offense. So let him play stupidly offensively, and as soon as he rolls towards you, click.
middle of ship.
So that pod destroyer, you had done things that were helpful to your team, like covering the cookies and stuff, but in the grand scheme of like helping that pod, you didn't have much of an impact. I guess maybe if you want to review this on your own, take a look back at this and think of like, where were my teammates positioned? Where were the enemies positioned? What might have been a better use of my time than defending the cookies? Personally, in a 5v5, it's not that big of a deal. In like a 3v3 or 4v4 even, I would say, maybe you made the wrong call. Right there, it's more of just a personal preference thing. I like this defensive play here. Nice. You guys see he's not rolling way out here trying to get a better angle on him, exposing himself. He's like, nah, this is good cover right here. This dude's exposing himself. I'll just let him go down. That was beautiful. Another thing here, I don't know if this is because are you crouched? No, your field of view, look at this, guys. Because of his field of view, he's aiming straight forward, but he can't see the top of these crates. That is so interesting. I would really consider either changing your field of view or just tilt peek like crazy. If you really like this field of view, get used to tilt peeking like mad because right now, yeah. Just like right now, you have to jump up to see them. Yeah. Oh my gosh. I would really encourage you to play some private match Doomsday like by yourself and just mess around with the field of view and see how much you're actually missing out on. Because normally, if you stand forward and just barely angle your reticle down, you can see heads on top of these. Nothing you could have done to avoid that there. I wasn't watching the radar either. Doesn't matter. He wasted a rocket launcher trying to kill you. Like, congrats, dude. Okay. Good. I like this. He did a quick check left, and now he's moving forward. Good, I like this. I like this. Okay, just don't get too focused on one enemy. You're a little bit too much in the shit right now. It's working out, though. Your team is clearing it out. But, okay, I guess it worked. There still is one more. Oh, beautiful. Oh my god, we need more people like you in the PUG channel. Look at this, guys. This is gorgeous. He's going in for the cap. Teammate gets it first. He sees that this sucker's still over here. Destroyer's like, okay. A lot of people just like sit on the pod and like, even though their teammate's capping it, they'll still sit there. I don't get it why people do that. But look at this. Destroyer's like, nope, I'm going to take out the guy who's the #1 threat who might get a partner spawn or something. My teammate's capturing that shit. I don't need to be there. I'm going to sprint forward, rush him. Boom! Headshot. Oh my god, that was gorgeous. That was gorgeously played. Tip right there is I've been doing a lot of games at DL44 and I've been learning a lot about the spread. I really encourage you to go into a private match, shoot at a wall, practice shooting at long range, moving versus staying still, the first few shots versus the last few shots. And you'll see some really, really bizarre stuff. The bullets actually like curve outside the reticle after like the 6th shot. It overheats in 9. It's pretty useless after 6 shots. So don't be afraid to. I know like the idea is keep them in your reticle for as long as possible and click, click, click. But sometimes it actually works out to just do maybe click, 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 pause, click. Yeah, personally, I didn't know that guy was there. He kind of surprised me too. But personally, I wouldn't have pushed this guy. I would have mirror movement backed behind this thing to your right after firing that. Yeah, I didn't see this guy either. You did iron grenade him though. That was a cool little, you weakened him and forced him to go up there. And now,
There's one on
you guys are reconvened on pod. Okay, good. I like this too. As soon as he spawns in, so after watching Elven King's gameplay, he struggled a lot of times with, I think, decision making. He would kind of position himself and kind of be like, okay, there's Phalanges over there. There's Exile over there. Now where should I be? And he'll kind of like fight between going back and forth between the two. If you guys watch this, he spawns in, he checks pod, realizes that we are capping. He's like, okay, now where should I go? All right, I'm going to go up this way and cover under shit because that's where they're coming from radar or something.
Tarps, on tarps.
So again, yeah, that kind of sucks that that thing was right there. Watching red though, like once that guy goes down, yeah, look at radar.
Tarps.
Oh my god, that don't. Yeah, you were trying to move left there. That sucks. But yeah, you had the right idea. Oh, look at this. You did get a good spawn though. Good shot.
One on top of sheep.
Okay, right here. When he says one on top of ship, I know you go around the corner and you're like, yes. And then one on top of ship, mirror movement. As soon as you do that, don't start shooting until you have an exit plan. Like right here, I know you're backing up. But yeah, it was just,
Jump down. He's coming on pod. He's low.
yeah. You had the right idea, though. You did start backing up. Unfortunately, yeah. Partner didn't give you a spawn. Right here, I would have done a crouch lob iron grenade right onto pod, because you know where he is right now. It's like right here, as soon as you spawn and turn, chuck an iron grenade, because you know he's capping. So you might as well, because iron grenade is such a quick cooldown. Don't be afraid to lob grenades. And also notice that they are spawning behind you. They spawn big cargo. Right now these spin moves are... You don't see me spin around in game like this too much, and that's for a good reason, because look at this. He's out in the open. Spin. Spin.
Somebody with a jetpack needs to contest these people on ship, because I know that's like what I usually do, but I'm not running jetpack, so...
Yeah, I have jetpack, but I don't have port.
There's one up on top of ship.
Good call out for top of ship. Oh, get this melee. Nice, nice. Good decision making there. You guys see, he's a player who doesn't move a lot, but he plays well. He thinks a lot. Yeah, he thinks a lot. It's not about sprinting around the map and jetpacking at enemies and bowcasting and shit. It's just about knowing where they are and knowing what your job is. So right here, you guys can see he's looking around left and right. There's nobody here. There's nobody side cargo. This guy's covering under ship. He's like, okay, right here. I got top of ship. And simply just shooting at them up here, that at least prevents them from just walking in and getting the reset. Like, yeah, they eventually made you move, but who cares? Also, there's a Greedo guy who just yelled to your left here. Okay, just be aware. Somebody tried pulse cannon, they might drop down behind you. Okay, I guess you're fine. Okay, this is fine. I would be pushing up a little bit more with your team. How come your partner hasn't spawned on you a whole lot? Is your partner been going down? Who's your partner? I don't know.
One on the cat and one on pod.
Yeah, that's some good, solid movement. Personally, what I would have done is I would have been out of the line of fire for that pulse cannon shot. When he does this here, something you guys can do is put your reticle where he's going to be, go under cover, and keep it where he's going to be. That way, all you have to do is keyboard aim out to the same spot and you'll kill him. He went down. He got an assist.
Going for the cat.
That was kind of a tough one. I understand you're trying to use this thing for cover, because that was the right idea, as you guys saw here. As moving to this thing for cover, that would have allowed him to still shoot at this guy.
Two on top of tarps.
Yeah. Good call out too when you died.
I couldn't get it.
Yeah, they're all on it.
I also like how you did the quick cycler shot, but you didn't stay in scope for, 30 seconds. That's something that a lot of people make the mistake of. Right idea with mirror movement, and that was good tracking. Like, honestly, Nutcracker, that's the kind of shit that should get him killed. It's just comfortability with your aim. You played that right there. It's just keep practicing your aim, messing around with your settings, and once you do have good settings, once you're able to comfortably do a 180, but also comfortably do very, very, very fine movement, practice, practice, practice. I know I'm at the point where I'm at a 54 centimeter 360, which is slightly, I think, not sensitive enough for me, because I struggle with some aerial shots, and I struggle with abrupt flicks that are more than 90 degrees. I can do 90 degrees easy, but I can't do more than 90 easily. I can do 180, but again, not easily. So, or not with accuracy. I'm sorry. I can do 180s and 90s physically, but accurately I can't. So I really think I should probably be more like a 45 centimeter. But I'm so tuned to a 54 centimeter 360. It is ridiculous. It is ridiculous. I can play with a physically better sensitivity, but I'm just so tuned to it. This is really easy to watch. This is like a lot less stressful. Beautiful kill. You guys see? He's leveraging this. He's mirror moving. He's taking shots. He's C-switching. Everything right. This is exactly how a defensive player should play. Look at this. That one guy goes down. He knows there's two more. Melee. Melee. Okay. And he's capping while shooting somebody. I mean, he does eventually get flanked, but I mean, that's what happened. You killed two people on pod, and the third guy was busy, and then two guys came in. You played that great. That was... You guys want to rewatch that?
Holy cow.
Just watch this. Caps.
Holy cow.
Stays behind cover. Tries to hit some aerial hits. Using his grenades. He shot at that guy who was in the back there, keeping himself busy, not just sitting there like, oh, I'm going to sit on pod and only melee people. No, he's also shooting people. Excellent. Just needs a little bit more confidence in aim there. Unfortunately, I think your buddy had missed the melee there. But no, that was well played.
They have a droid on pod.
Look at this. Oh my gosh, the thinking that goes on here. See, he's sprinting forward. Enemy pops up right there. He sees that his teammate's going this way, and he doesn't want to just go through this killing hallway, so he goes up. You can just tell the gears turning right here.
I hit that country.
Good.
Oh, wow.
Look at that. Team converging from both sides. And look at that. Again, if you guys watch, whoever is this teammate, Potato Max, he's going for the pod cap. Destroyer was originally going, and Destroyer's like, heck no, I don't need to go for the pod cap. There's an enemy over here. Look, Destroyer moves left. Thank you. You have teammates shooting him from this direction. Destroyer moves left. And let's see if Destroyer gets him. C-switch. C-switch Destroyer. See, too much spread. Okay, you had the right idea, though. That was flawless. Crossfire. That was flawless positioning. Just, again, DL44, practice it. It has really fucking whack spread. It is seriously one of the blasters where you will kill slower the more you fire. It's weird. It's really, if you don't hit them in the first 4 shots, you're probably not going to keep hitting them.
One's on pod. Nice.
Okay, I would really be prioritizing that guy. Okay, so one thing that happened here,
Whoa.
right here, I'd be tilt peeking, move your cursor to the left here, you have that wide-ass field of view. Again, like, the one time... Let's see if we can get this in the camera.
Whoa.
The one time that you're able to see down this hallway, you're also sort of exposing yourself. You can tilt peek this shit. You just bring your cursor over here. That way, when they do come out, it's an easy kill. And so that guy, he actually... You guys might... Oh, fuck. Well, he comes right around this pod right here that my mouse is on. He started running out from here. You should be popping out instead of holding back. I guess you didn't see him. Yeah, see, he's right here. You could have killed him by now. Click, click. That's all it takes.
Nice.
Unfortunately, that grenade kind of fucks you guys up. But you see, if you had killed him, that would have been an easy kill. Whoops. Die access on pod. I like this. You're backing up. Move.
Come in here.
Yeah, so just be careful of, nice kill. Be careful of your positioning here, though, because, again, if they come from wide, right here, if they kill this guy and they come here, you are a little bit exposed, but you're okay. Yeah, you're okay. Yeah, you have 3 teammates who got kills in the kill feed. Good cat. Now just position yourself accordingly.
One on top of tarps.
Okay, good. You identify, call them out. Okay. Now, I would keep watching that side, because you're the one who knows where he is best. See, if you had kept watching that side earlier, again, this is the tilt peeking thing. Oh my god. You would benefit so much on this map from a different field of view. I don't know if it's because of your ultra-wide monitor or not, but, like, you don't see him until he did that, like, misty roll right here. Yeah, see? And you don't see him until you jump up. If you were at a different field of view, you would have been seeing him this entire time. The entire time. I feel so bad for you because you should have had that, yeah. Did he kill himself too? Did he kill himself with... Oh, man.
Tarps.
Okay, good. You don't pursue him. You keep on... Your partner's trying to kill him, I guess, like crazy.
What's on the ship?
Yeah. I kind of had a feeling that guy was under there, but whatever, that's fine. You're focused on trying to kill the guy in pod. And again, your death didn't really harm the team much there. You might be a little bit too focused on this guy. Okay, mistake here. Finally, you make a mistake so I can actually critique you. Right here, are you really confident in your aim and your DL44? At this range, this might be about a 3-hit kill, not a 2-hit. Are you really confident that you're going to be able to kill him between this pole and here? Because that's all you're giving yourself here. And when you start shooting him, he's going to look at you.
There's 2 coming there, spawn.
So, a smarter move, slower, but smarter, would have been either A, flank him this way. You do have to play catch-up, but it would be a flank nonetheless. And you guys aren't in a rush to... Pod's halfway, so you do need to cap it soon, but you're not in a... You know, it's better to invest the time in taking down 2 kills. Or B, don't shoot these guys. This is what I would have done. Don't shoot these guys. Continue this path. To see if you don't shoot them and you were doing rolls this entire time, you would be right here right now. And he would have been dead because he would have been up there. And then you would have been able to focus on that guy. So I guess another tip is, and this is really useful in PUGs. It's not as useful in public games, because in public games you don't get burned for it. But in PUGs especially, depending on your gun, DL44 in particular, any blaster pistol, don't shoot until you're confident in the kill. You're flanking someone, don't shoot until you're confident in the kill. Another thing too is your cover here was adequate until you moved forward. And so you move forward. What if this guy wasn't a shitty player and he actually turned and looked at you because you were shooting his buddy? You would have to roll here, so you wouldn't probably be able to get any hits on him before you have to play defense. So anyway, it's like the one critique so far this game. Okay. Right there, that's a tough call. I personally, what I would have done is I would have kept this guy in the back of my mind, like, he's here, but he's not going to be the focus of mine. I would have continued down the straight hallway between the cargo crates here. I would have continued down this hallway, and in the back of my mind, I would have been like, okay, there's still a guy here, and I would have taken pot shots, because again, we need help on pod. The team's going to be converging on pod. Take shots at him. But one tip, if you really want to pursue this guy, pre-fire the toes. Doesn't matter if it's a toe shot or a head shot. DL44 is going to 2-hit kill at this range. That's all.
Wow, my pulse cannon is way too long.
Oh wow, that was the worst spawn ever. Oh my god.
Rogue droids have picked up another escape pod. Move out and
Two on top of your ship.
That was a tough call. Just remember that sometimes when you do this, sometimes when you
That
do
was the worst spawn
shots
ever. Oh my God.
like
Rogue
race
droids
shoots like
have picked up
this,
another escape pod.
just know that you are sort of announcing yourself.
Two on top of your ship.
It was honestly this guy's. It was Comet's right move to wait for you to go forward. Like he could have probably shot you earlier, but he didn't. So that's fine. You're trying to get to the objective.
Sorry to cat.
I would do a lob grenade right now because by the time you're back up there and needing a grenade again, you're gonna have it. When you have your partner with you, ion grenade is 4 seconds. There you go. Oh, you did do a lob. Okay. That lob, by the way, that was a bit far. As you can see, the blue is barely right here. You were kind of back there. But whatever. It's fine.
Yeah, we
Good
don't
idea.
need caps just yet. Remember that. We still have time.
Good call. Good reaction. That was a stupid fucking death. I think Chris ends up killing me back here, too.
There's
But,
Ah,
no, that death wasn't at all your fault. Okay, so, yep, just keep an eye out.
One by defense turrets. I'm gonna try to block the big cargos.
So right here, I don't know what you're looking for, but we have teammates here. Your buddy jetpacked in here. I personally would be watching your buddy because he's probably drawing
I won't be
fire.
able
Also, this guy jetpack. I saw that guy
to do
jetpack.
too much though because I'm running DL44, but it kind of has to be blocked.
Stay long range. He has to.
one on top.
Okay, see, you could have prevented it if you just stayed long range. He's using a shotgun. And instead of rolling back and forth, same thing as like an airsoft. You know, the dude's using a shotgun. Just keep your distance.
It kind of has to be blocked.
Yeah.
One on top of ship.
one on top of the catwalk.
Right here, you moved. Watch this. He moves forward and back. Yeah. If this guy was any good, he would have killed you right there. Like that was a mistake on your part. When you do this right here, reaction should be immediately roll left or stay behind cover. Just careful of that movement right there.
Somebody get it. I'm trying. Too far.
That's all right.
Hit it.
We tried. So if you guys want to see his score, you guys can see our team. We outfragged them. They had 3 people in the 20s. We had 2 people in the 20s plus me in the 30s. Destroyer and Exile were 17 and 18. So we actually outfragged them, but they won. That really has to do with probably 9num usually is a boss pod capper. As you guys can see the score here. He got 8,000 points. We got 8 fewer kills. So yeah, but overall a very good gameplay Destroyer. I think that was actually that might be really insightful for a lot of people. I guess one of the things is just know you were second to last for kills on your team. As far as points go, you were 4th place or 3rd place. Just know that if your job is going to be defense, you're not going to get a lot of kills. You're not going to get a lot of points. That's I'm saying when the way you play is hard defense. You know, obviously your offensive players are going to get more points, but when you're doing hard defense, you're not going to get a lot of kills. You're not going to get a lot of points. But what you can do is you can outsmart them, and I think we saw that quite a bit here. A lot of the really good shots where he's staying behind cover, not really letting the enemies budge him off of the objective. We really saw some solid defense here. I think improving your aim, doing some aim drills, I think would be really beneficial because you landed a lot of the shots that you needed to here. Particularly, I like the one at the beginning where you landed that mid-air shot on him. But a few more where if you're playing hard defense, if your aim is, if you can average 50% accuracy with DL44, it is so easy to just never be pushed off. So keep that in mind. Overall, well played. I think this is a good way of looking at, if you guys want to see a This is kind of a defensive but hard defense way to play, where you're not pushing forward, you're focusing pod hard. It's always a good idea to have one in drop zone, have one person like playing like this, because you guys saw how many pod caps he got stopped and how many flanks that he got stopped. You did your job well. I don't think like for me, could I do this same job? Yeah. But it wouldn't be advantageous because I'm better off being an offensive player and getting a lot of kills and keeping them at the respawn screen and clearing them out of pod whenever we need to get there. So yeah, overall, well played. You did your job. Kind of sucks that we lost, but I guess they just played harder. So I hope you guys learned something from this. That's what these are for. I'll be uploading this along with Elven King's critique, so you guys can both check them out. They're both members in Meh. And yeah, thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you learned something, and I'll catch you all in the next.